Hi, my name is Adrian Caton, and welcome to my game pitch for Sumo Swim. Sumo Swim is a skill-based sumo wrestling game where two players compete on a buoyant sumo platform in the middle of the water. If a player is thrown off the platform, the player is eliminated. The player will utilize two buttons to control their legs individually. The player can push the left leg button to spin in a clockwise direction. The player can also use the right leg button to spin counterclockwise. But if the player alternates the button presses, he or she will push forward in the direction that they are facing. The antagonizing force will be the other player and the tilting of the floating sumo platform. When the players come closer to an edge, it will be harder for them to push back in the grapple, as the ring will interact with physics and tip a little in the pushing player's favor. The player will need to pay attention to the grapple and use their opponent's shortcomings to their advantage. Alternating the button presses from left leg to right leg will move the player forward in the grapple. The person that presses the buttons more quickly and accurately will push the other player back faster. If a player realizes that they are close to the edge, they can attempt to turn the grapple around. In this example, you can see Greg and Phil alternating the leg buttons at the same time. This causes the grapple to not move. But when Greg starts to alternate the buttons quicker, he will start to push Phil back. When Phil falls off the platform, Greg wins. In this example, Greg wants to use strategy to his advantage. He decides to mash only the left leg button to confuse Phil. Because Phil is pushing him back, this turns the grapple around in an arc, and Phil is left closer to the edge, meaning Greg has the advantage once again. Sumo Swim is like the Nintendo Switch game Circle of Sumo in both theme and viewing perspective. The view will be a top-down perspective on the sumo platform and the players. Two differences between my game and Circle of Sumo are the way the players move with each leg separately and the dynamic tilting of the floor. I've tried to capture some of the novelty from Smash Bros. I wanted to make a simplistic, skill-based couch competitive game in which friends can show off their skills to one another. I don't exactly know how to iterate the controls in a way that would feel comfortable for the players on a keyboard. Since this game is going to be developed for PC, we can't assume that the consumers will have controllers, so we will have to figure out a comfortable way for two people to play with keyboard and mouse. One idea that came to mind would be to possibly create two 3D printed controllers with only two buttons on them to ship with the game. However, more research will be needed to see if this could be cost efficient. 4 to 5 students should be able to put this game together in 4 months. The animations will be minimal, only needing to make about 6 animations in total. Art style can be low poly, meaning the art production shouldn't take long to polish for students at our level. And if we hit a time snag, we don't need to make multiple characters, and instead we could just make 2 designated player colors for their characters. Thank you for watching my pitch on Sumo Swim, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.